Todd here. First things first, there's a ton of ways to make money as a photographer. You get your event photographer, wedding photographer, pet photographer, school portrait photographer. There's many ways to make money out there as a photographer. The whole AI thing is a little scary right now for the industry, but we still need people out there taking pictures of real people, real things. That's necessary. I myself am a commercial advertising photographer / videographer. I work with Fortune 500 companies, ad agencies, design firms, that type of thing. I've been doing this for 35 years and I've had a great career. I do have a great career still going. and I've been fortunate enough to travel the world doing what I do. I actually travel more shooting than I do actually shooting in my studio here. But there are some things that I didn't really know when I started this career, that I know now, like 5 things I'm going to talk about today that I wish I knew, or I knew more about, or was prepared for. So let's get into those things now. Okay, number 1, it's one I hate doing, and I have to do it more, and I need to do it more often, but it is constantly market yourself. Keeping your name out there in front of people, whether it's, you're on Instagram, you're on LinkedIn, direct mail, emails, whatever it is, keeping your name out there in front of people is extremely important. I am terrible at it, and I know that. I try to be better all the time. It takes a lot of work, it takes a lot of time, but you need to constantly be marketing yourself. Number 2, this is key: build good relationships with your clients. You want them to keep coming back. Repeat customers are great. They keep your business going. You can count on them. Build good, friendly relationships. Become friends with them. They refer you to other people. The relationship is key. You don't overcharge them for anything. You get your nice rate and they feel like they're getting a good deal. You get a good deal. The relationship is key to longevity. Relationships, relationships, relationships. Number 3, find what you like to do. I mean, if you want to be a pet photographer, then you go all in as a pet photographer or wedding photographer. Find what you like to do and just go all in at that. I mean, you may find later on that you don't want to do that anymore, you don't like it, and then you can change to something, but find that one thing that you really enjoy, because if you want to do it a long time, like I have, you really have to enjoy doing it. And I love what I do. It's great. I'm so blessed that I can do what I've wanted to do since the 6th grade and make a career at it, a living, and travel with it. It's great. But I found the one thing I like to do, and that's what I focused on, and that's what I push. You got to find that one thing you like to do that you have the most passion about. Let's talk equipment now. Number 4, gear, the things you need. If you can, in the beginning, rent what you can. I mean, you should have a base set of equipment, camera and some lenses and that kind of thing, but it takes years and a lot of money to build up all this crap, this gear I have behind me. I mean, I've accumulated over time, and I always pay cash for the equipment. If I can't afford it, I don't buy it, because you need to be smart with your money. We're going to talk about that next. But if you can, rent gear, and you can rent gear to try it out. Don't always buy it first. Rent it, especially if you're doing a bigger job, you need a bunch of stuff. Just rent it, build it into your fee. I personally like to own everything. I don't like to rent. I hate to rent actually, but I do in every city I go to. I rent gear there everywhere I go. So you just can't travel with it all the time. But don't dump a ton of money into gear right away, because it may not turn out that what you've bought works for what you need to do. Experiment, rent the gear, don't buy it first, because bought a few things. Let's say I bought a lot of things over the years that turned out I really didn't need. It was more of a want. And once you're going and you're big enough and you can afford to buy things that you want or whatever, that's great. But in the beginning, just starting out, rent gear until you get a good base of clients and all that kind of thing. And when you show up to the gig, they don't know that you rented it anyway. So rent it. Saves you a ton of money in the beginning. Okay, number 5, this is a big one. Have money saved up. If you can have 6 months worth of your overhead saved up before you start, that's great, because getting the first client is going to be hard. And then even after you get a couple clients, there's going to be months where you make a ton of money and then you make no money. And you've got to be able to balance that in between. And mentally, you have to live with that, deal with that, as well as being, you're busy, you're not busy, and the stress of that up and down lifestyle is something you've got to be prepared for. It's not easy. I mean, and I've been doing it a long time, and I've kind of learned to relax when I'm not busy. But it's very hard to do, because you're constantly thinking, okay, I'm not making any money. I'm spending money to keep all of this going, but I'm not making any money. So you got to be prepared for that. Be prepared with some slush fund, and be prepared that you might not get paid. I've been stiffed on a few jobs. Luckily for me, throughout my career, I've been really fortunate that it's only happened to me twice, and it wasn't a huge ton of money. It was like $5,000 one time and like $3,000 the other time. So not a huge job, but you have to be aware that that can totally happen. And having that slush fund is going to help you through that. And you also need to think in your head that this job you just finished could be your last job. I mean, you could be, that may be the end of your career right off the bat. Who knows? I mean, I'm always thinking that, I just did that huge job, but maybe, and then the phone doesn't ring for however long, and you go, God, am I done? What's wrong? But there's just cycles in this industry where it's busy and then it's not. I mean, I'm sure it's the same for wedding photographers and other industries, other photographers that do different things. There's up season, then there's down season, and you need to be prepared for that. Another thing about being in the advertising industry, companies, big companies, all that, you don't get paid very fast. It's 30, 60, 90, 120 days sometimes before you get paid. So having that slush fund, advance line, credit cards, you need all of that available just to keep everything running. It used to be, back in the day, you would get a 50% up front. Sometimes that still happens, but most of the time now, they don't give you that up front anymore, so you're fronting all that upfront money. I always feel like I'm the first to spend money and the last to get paid. Or actually, the people I hire are last to get paid, because I don't pay them till I get paid. So it's kind of a trickle-down effect, but it is frustrating sometimes when you're waiting for that money and you don't get it right away. That's definitely stressful. So that's 5 things I wish. I wouldn't say wish. It's just 5 things it would have been good to be a little more prepared for when I started this career. It's all turned out fine for me, and I've learned a lot along the way. But if I can help somebody know this beforehand and help somebody be a little more prepared than I was, I'm glad to do that. So if you have any questions, leave it in the comments below. I'll get back to you. Like always, I appreciate you watching. And until next time, I'm out.